Hey, it's been a minute. Let's see. 1407 Charleston in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Cute little street here. We're in the Eberwhite neighborhood. Let's flip this around and take a look at this house. It's kind of got that, barn turned into a house look. It's a little bit different, but there's a lot of these in the area. Beautiful little street. Nice house, somewhere in the 500s range. Let's take a look inside. Here's the house from the outside. Let's just take a look quickly outside. It has no garage, something to be noted. The house next door has one. There is a driveway. This is my very small car, and it's, I'll show you that it's pretty tight. From here, as you can see, my car is barely gonna make it. And right, I'm pretty much on the edge of here. So for future, could you build onto this? There are ordinances that says, you have to build so far from the property line, but there's already a slab here. Could you build a shelter that you could stick your car under? Possibly. I would look into that. I'm not going to claim anything. I'm going to zoom out for a second here. Take a better look at this backyard. It's a postage stamp, to say the least. I'm not sure where the property line ends. My inkling is to say probably behind that garage, but I didn't pull that up at this point in time, and I haven't really been inside because I'm pretty early on this viewing. Looks like there's a classic little balcony up there. Hard to say how stable that is. It looks a little bit tilted. Looks like a greenhouse type of 3-season room here. Little patio. My concern with this house is a lot of things I'm seeing here. There may be foundation questions. I'm not sure about all of this down here. It might be super solid. I'm not sure, but we'll take a look at the basement when we're inside. There's a funky little sheltered way to get into the house. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Standing on the front porch here. I do have a little bit of a zoomed out lens, so keep that in mind. Here's a little porch for sitting or whatnot. It's not covered, just to be clear. All right, I'm gonna take a moment to pop my shoes off. There's a skinny little old staircase here that's beautiful. It's just like Ann Arbor should be. Old, classic house. This has a very Burns Park look to it. This is your front room, your main living quarters, I would expect. Gorgeous old front door. I'll tell you what, though, for the age of this house, there's a little bit of settling here. You can see that this floor has a bend to it. That doesn't mean you couldn't go into the basement and put in some stanchions and lift this up. But I would say that that's something one would want to address. It's got these classic old windows. I'm sorry I don't have my gimbal with me today, so you have to bear with me. It's a little bit shakier than it ought to be. Beautiful old doors here. Now this is an odd little room. And there's no lock on that door. There's no lock here. And I'm assuming this is the only locked door out here. So this is a funky little add-on. It's got brick floor, clear water issues throughout. It's probably a DIY. You can see the entire thing is compromised. There's this is just rotted out, or soon to be. There's water damage on every single piece of wood throughout this exterior. I'd say it's something just to be considered. You'd want to have to rebuild that if you want to keep that the way it is. I don't think this looks very solid. As that's the exterior door out there, and that's the only lock. And then this, I don't know if you can see this entire door is warped with the glass this way, and this one seems to be warped inward. Just this section is questionable to me. Let's take a look in this kitchen. All right, so here we are back in the dining room. Let's take a look at this kitchen area. This, I don't know if you got this in the last video, this is the storage closet for your, Electrolux or whatever. There's another door to the outside here. Here's this funky little room we looked at. I love this countertop, although I'm not fond of that stain. But they've added a little, it looks like they added this little built-in, I would guess in the 80s. Odd storage next to your fridge. This kitchen could use a little work, I'll say the least. Here's the lower level, and there's that outside door that we saw. We'll take a look down there. There's nothing special. I'm just sort of trying to grasp how you would work in this kitchen. There's not a lot of storage space. I think you could rework this space. Here's the sort of the galley. A lot of more space here, so they've harvested more space here. This is a pretty old door to the outside. Thankfully, it's locked. I'm not sure this house is terribly secure with this back door over here being a little easy to get through, but rectifiable. Let's head upstairs because I'm dying to see what bedroom situation is. Quick peek back into our living room. Remember, we are zoomed out here, so everything is going to appear just a hair bigger than it is. Otherwise, it would be hard to see. Looks like we've got 3 bedrooms up here and 1 bath. Let's take a look. Ah, this is the bedroom that has the balcony. Hesitant, but not unwilling to take a look. I'm not going out there. This is just like tar paper or whatever. Really low balcony, Don't let your children play out there. 2 little, okay. So this has 2 windows. It's a corner, but it's small. It's probably 10 by 10, that's my guess. Have a classic closet there, and you've got 2 more tiny bedrooms. Tiny bedrooms. This one does not have a side window, although it's in the corner. Tiny closets. Here's this bedroom. This is the master, I guess. It's bigger. It's maybe 12 by 10. And don't quote me on these. Got a bigger closet. Not really. And let's take a look at our 1 bathroom upstairs. I don't recall seeing a bathroom downstairs at all, so there's not even a half bath. This is a classic old house, 1 bathroom. And here is your tub. Now, it looks in great condition. I'm not sure it's been updated for a long time, maybe in the 70s or 80s, because this is kind of what they were doing back then. But it's in great condition. Don't recommend a window in the bathroom, but that one looks good. Wow, on this tank. Look at this thing. Holy smokes. Okay, let's go downstairs. Basement downstairs, that's what I'm thinking. Let's take a look. All right, here we are. The house has a nice flow. It's actually, the ceilings are nice and high. It's got a pretty good feel to it overall. There's your milk container, closed off from the outside. Oh boy. Head whacker right here for the tall folks. Classic Michigan basement. Clean though, very clean. It's cinder block. It's not, do I see any signs of issue? Funky little space covering up something here. There's your gas line. There's your water. There's your soil stack. Let's take a look at this wall. It's looking for potential issues. I see bowing a little bit here. Massive amounts? No, we were an inch or something. I don't see it on any of the other walls. Now, again, I have seen a lot of inspections, but I am not an inspector. Hydron module, no idea what that is. It looks like we've got 2 electrical panels here. Geothermal. That's what that says, geothermal. So there's something going on in this house that I'm unaware of. So there must be some geothermal, something going on here. Hydron module. Okay, so I'm not sure how this house is heated. One of the things that people don't know, A.O. Smith, we've got 2 water tanks. One is for the geothermal, so this is, oh, did we see? It's probable that this house does not have air conditioning because there's no, it's gonna be hot water heat and some geothermal happening. So there are no air ducts. There's no easy solution for putting in an air conditioning unit in this house, just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, it's a lovely house in a lovely location. So thanks for coming with me on this. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer them or find out whatever you need to know. You know how to reach me, and I hope to hear from you soon.